ESO has many complex systems and, frankly, some questionable design choices as well. Fortunately, on PC we have access to add-ons, and in this video I'm gonna show you 10 of the add-ons I'm using every day that if I wouldn't have access to them I would probably not play the game as much. I'm gonna sort them from the least to the most useful, so let's jump in. And at number 10 we have lore books. This add-on shows me precisely where all the lore books are scattered in the world, which is especially interesting for someone like me who likes to complete everything that the game has to offer. Once you have collected these items, you can press your quest journal tab, and in the top right you can see lore library, and everything will be collected in here. It is not just interesting for lore nerds because, for example, we have one mythic in the game that I'm personally even wearing. It's the Morris Whispers mythic, and the more Shalador lore books you have collected, the higher the bonus effect will be. So it doesn't just have interest for the people who like lore. And at number 9 we have Hearthhome Filter. This add-on fixes an issue that I'm quite surprised ZeniMax hasn't fixed themselves yet. Usually what happens when you want to craft furniture, you have to scroll all through all the furnishing recipes you have unlocked. But with Hearthhome Filter, you get this nice little search engine right here, where you can just type in anything that you want and it will show you what you want to craft that has this name in it. It also comes with the benefit that it adds this search function to the provisioning recipes as well. So if you want to craft something specific, you can have this search engine right here on the top, and it makes everything a lot easier. Like I said, I'm very confused why it isn't a thing of the base game, but Hearthhome Filter gets you sorted. Coming in at number 8, we have treasure maps. This add-on would probably be ranked higher for me, but since you kind of can Google it and it will do the job just right, and all the other add-ons are quite a bit more useful to me, it's just in number 8. For treasure maps, this one does, it's pretty simple. Actually, if you just get one survey out, I currently have one treasure map and a survey in my inventory, and we will see when I go to Southern Elsewhere, where the treasure map is, I get this nice little X. X marks the spot, so I can just travel here and don't have to figure out where that spot is. It works for the surveys as well. As you can see, I have one alchemy survey from a Apocrypha. I just teleport here and I can just collect that very quickly. This add-on is basically very essential to me because I get plenty of surveys. This is the amount of surveys I have gotten from 3 days. And if I would have to memorize each of these where they are, or I would have to Google every time, that would probably not be something I would be very keen to do. So treasure maps, kind of a necessity when you play on PC. And at number 7 we have an add-on that you have probably already seen in one of my videos. The add-on is called Trade Buddy, and it helps me keep track of all the trades my other characters are researching. And for me personally, it's very necessary to do this because it helps me keep track of what the other characters have already done and have not done. You can sort by every profession there is where you can do research in, and it all shows the characters that you have, and it will show you if you have researched a specific trait with them. If you're interested why I am doing this, then I would highly recommend to check out this video right here about master it. I will go into depth why that is interesting to do for multiple characters instead of just one. But Trade Buddy helps me keep track of all this stuff, but keep in mind that this grind takes at least 5 to 6 months to complete, and I'm still not done myself. So yeah, Trade Buddy, very much recommended if you want to get into the daily writ crafting grind. The add-on I decided to put on number 6 also has something to do with daily writs and the grind, and it's called Character Knowledge. And this is a huge cluster F of information right here, but I'm going to get you through everything just very briefly. This add-on keeps track of all the recipes and motives and scribing stuff that all of your characters have learned. For instance, if we go to motives, you can see all my 10 characters have the High Elf motive, and I can sort it by the amount of characters that have stuff learned. And as you can see, I have plenty of motives that all of my 10 characters have learned. This is also something that is very interesting if you are trying to maximize your mastery drop rates. As I said, you can check out that video. I highly recommend that. And it's not just useful for that, but also if you're like someone who likes to furnish your homes, then you can all see all the recipes that are currently in the game, and you can even search something if you want to. Let's say we want to craft a chair. And now you can see what kind of recipes you have already learned and what kind of recipes you have not learned. So this is also a great tool to go for completionism. If you want to have every single furnishing recipe in the game, then this add-on helps you keep track of that. Even if you don't have multiple characters that you want to keep track of, then this add-on is right for you. And now we are getting into the essentials, slow and steady, to the very most essential add-ons in my opinion. And on number 5 we have Ridworthy. This is another add-on that you have probably already seen in one of my videos in case you are not new to the channel. But usually what happens when you have these master rids is when you accept one of these, then you can have only one accepted at a time. So that means you can accept one, do the quest, hand it in, and then you can accept the next one. So if you have multiples like I do, as you can see right here, I have plenty of these. This is basically just like a week of rids I have collected. So I get plenty of those because I have maximized my master rid drop rates. Then the vanilla option in the game is a bit of a pain in the backside. What Ridworthy does is that you can queue up any single rid you have, or master rid for that matter, that you have in your inventory. That means when I have master rids in my inventory, they will all be listed up here. And then I can press NQ all. And when I then approach the respective profession's crafting station, this add-on will automatically craft exactly what I need for that rid. You don't have to accept these rids beforehand. You just have them in your inventory. Then your add-on completes these automatically. And when you have completed all these requirements, then you can just go to the handoff quest giver NPC that is basically in Mournhold and 2 other cities. Then you can just stand before him, open your inventory, and do the open the rids, accept them, and hand them in right away. This add-on also completes these automatically. You don't have to click anything anymore. So this is basically one of my essentials I have for my game. I would not play, or I would not do any master rids frequently if I wouldn't have access to this add-on. So if you're on console, I'm very sorry to tell you that this is major pain in the ass for you. I don't have to tell you that, you already know that. But for me on PC and pretty much everybody else who does master rids frequently, this is a necessary add-on. So if you have not downloaded this add-on yet and you want to do master rids, then get it right away, you will thank me later. And at number 4 we have an add-on that might be a bit of a revelation to all those people who have not put 100 and more hours into this game just yet. So maybe you're someone who likes fast traveling like everybody else, and you use these way shrines. When you are at a way shrine, you can travel to the next way shrine for free. If you are not on a way shrine, you have to pay a fee for that. But what if I tell you that you can travel to any player in the world for free? That's correct. You can travel to any player that is in your guild. You can be in up to 5 guilds, and every player that is currently online is obviously in a location. And when you right click that name, you can press travel to player. In this instance, it would be the Vile Manse. That's probably just a house, but let's take another zone that is easily accessible for anyone, and this one would be Eastmarch. If you right click and travel to player, then the game will teleport you to the nearest way shrine of that player, and that for free. Yes, you heard me, that is very useful. You can do this on console, by the way, as well. When you don't have access to add-ons, this is the way to do it. But in order to not have these convoluted lists and that you have to search for the specific zone you want to get into, we have an add-on that is called Faster Travel. And this add-on is very essential to me and probably to a lot of you players out there as well. Because this add-on neatly shows every zone where every player in all my 5 guilds currently reside in. And it also works well with other add-ons. For example, the treasure map add-on I have already presented you. The green icon says I have a survey in this area. A blue icon tells me I have a lead that I can unearth there. And when it's yellow, like in Southern Elsewhere, it tells me I have a treasure map I can collect there. So what you do with this add-on is you just press the zone that you want to jump to, and and it will automatically teleport you to the player that is currently in that zone for free to the nearest way shrine. And this is how you can save a lot of gold and how you can do your surveys quickly, your treasure maps quickly. Obviously, you will often not be closest to the treasure map you currently want to do. But since you are teleporting to a way shrine, you can just use the way shrine to the next way shrine right here. And it's free and you saved a lot of time. So faster travel, basically essential for PC players. At number 3, we have an add-on that makes trading a lot more accessible and convenient. When you are on the vanilla version of the game, guild stores look like this. You have very limited options to search for specific items, make some criteria that you want to exclude, include, whatnot. So the base game version of the guild store is very limited. But now I'm gonna cause some magic and I will show you the add-on Awesome Guild Store, and it transfers this window into this window. As you can see, we have quite a lot more options to put criteria on the items we are searching and as well. And you can also create new templates for the stuff you are regularly searching for. For instance, I am gonna go for a new search and I'm gonna put in drag wax. Now I can use drag wax from this list, and I could rename this even, and I call it drag wax. And then every time I open this guild store, as you can see, I will just quit it, and when I go back in it, it has saved this. It will always search for drag wax. This is an add-on that basically every trader uses, or another version of these kind of add-ons, because these are essential to have an efficient way of trading. As you can see, for instance, I have quite a lot of templates for furnishing recipes that I have not learned. You can even say I don't want to have that recipe learned, so you're not getting shown any specific recipes that you have already unlocked. What you can also do with this add-on, you can right-click on the item and search online. This would mean that TTC opens up on the web browser, and you can compare all the prices that these items are currently up for at the different guild traders. What you can also do with this add-on is that if you want to sell something and you're not quite sure how much it is worth, you can right-click the item and press search for item. This will automatically search for the item in the specific guild you have currently selected, and even if you want to switch the guilds, you can see that it automatically remembers that you have been looking for this specific item, so you can scout through every guild that you are currently in. If you want to buy or sell, it doesn't really matter. So I have chosen Rosen for here, for example. Apparently on the Northwatch order, it is going for 800 gold currently. The sale averages is a bit different than that, but we will cover this add-on in just a second. Coming in at second place, we have Dolgobon's Lazy Writ Creator. This is an add-on that is personally very interesting to me because I am doing these 7 daily crafting writs with 10 characters every day. That means I am doing 70 daily crafting writs every day. And this add-on makes everything a lot easier and faster. As you can see, I am currently in Layerwin. These are the crafting writs, the boards for that. And when I approach these and click examine, this add-on will automatically accept all of these, and now you can see in the lower left corner of your screen that there is an indication of whether or not I have all the requirements for the quests, and if it's yellow, obviously I don't have them. If it's already green, that means I have the quest completed already. And now if I approach one of these crafting stations, you will see this add-on crafts all of this for me automatically. I don't have to do anything. I just have to press E on the crafting station and it will craft the necessary thing that I need for the daily quest. And if we now fast forward the time a little bit, you will see that it doesn't end here. Alright, now you can see in the lower left corner that all of the requirements are met, everything is green. Now I can go to the drop-off station, and the Dolgobon's Lazy Writ Creator also makes it possible for these quests to be handed in automatically. As you can see, I just press E, it automatically finishes the quest, so I'm saving another few seconds there. And as you might hear right now, these boxes I'm getting from all these quests, they get unpacked automatically, and this saves me another few seconds every time. Since I'm doing this with 10 characters every day, I'm saving a lot of time with this add-on. So if you want to get into the lazy crafting or in the daily rid crafting area of the game, I highly recommend checking out this video I have produced. I go into more depth how I do all this kind of stuff, and you definitely want to check out Dolgobon's Lazy Rid Creator. And at number 1, as the most essential add-on for every trader, is Tamriel Trade Center, or TTC short. This add-on shows you exactly what the sale averages for every item is in the game. And if you're wondering why that is so interesting, is because every guild trader has different offerings, because all the offerings are from the people that are in the guild of that respective guild trader. Unlike in World of Warcraft, for instance, where you have a connected auction house across the whole server or even the whole region, I think it is nowadays. This is not the case for ESO. You have different offerings from every guild trader, so sometimes you are not quite sure what something is worth, because sometimes there is not even an item up, or sometimes an item is completely overpriced and you have no idea what the sale average for these prices is if you don't have any prior knowledge to that. So this TTC add-on does this. You can see in the description right here, sale average for Dragwax is currently 9,921 gold, and we have listings for 10,000 gold, so this is quite a fair price for that. This add-on is so essential. It's kind of boring, I admit that I have put this on number 1, but it is basically the add-on that you need. It is the add-on that makes the estimating the value of an item possible, because otherwise you would have to manually search for that item online, assuming that TTC would still have that web browser. If you would not have access to any scanning software to these items, then you would have to memorize the prices and you would have to gauge for yourself if something is worth it or not. But this add-on makes it clear if you're overpaying for something or underpaying for something even, and helps you value your items and put them up for a sale price that is actually fair. So TTC number 1, it wasn't even a question that I had to put this on number 1. Unfortunately, it's maybe is a bit boring, but I can't stress enough how useful this add-on is for anyone who wants to make some gold and do some trading. Alright, so which add-on is the most useful for you that you found in this list? And perhaps you find there is an add-on that I have missed that I should have added. Let me know down below in the comments. Other than that, I hope you have a great time. I hope you have an awesome day and you take care of yourself, and I see you next time.